it's me, Canadensis, and for today's video, we are going to be tackling smelly, stained cigarette dolls. So I basically knew what I was getting into when I bought these, but it didn't say in the listing. I could just kind of tell from the picture. But I bought these very expensive collector dolls from Japan. I bought these Azone Love Live dolls, and they were in an auction, so they were fairly cheap, and I'm the one that bid. I figured because of the staining that they showed, so I'll show you this one. They have these very stained whites. As you can see, they've turned very yellow. And I figured that was cigarette related, but I wasn't sure, it didn't say. But it is cigarette related, like they are very, very potent smelling. And I know cigarette smell doesn't bug everyone. It bugs me. I have very bad memories associated with cigarette smell, so I don't really want my dolls to smell like cigarettes if I can help it. If it's not super strong or not a specific brand, I can handle it. This specific smell is bothering me, so we're gonna fix it. So we have Nico, Ellie, and Honoka here. It doesn't really matter what dolls they are, obviously. The methods are gonna be the same. Certain dolls you're gonna wanna be more careful with in certain ways. So these are collector dolls, so I'm very scared to do this, but I really have no other choice, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And just so you know, like, that smell. They're very yellowed. Let me show you. So this doll's outfit, or this doll, she's wearing a different outfit, as you can see. Hers was changed, but her original outfit is still in here, but hers didn't get stained at all. So you can see her outfit is paper white. That's the color all of these are supposed to be. So we're gonna work on it. There's also some questionable stain. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix them. So let's get started. Doing a pretty intense restoration on these three dolls. They're actually in pretty much perfect condition. The problem is that they have really strong cigarette odor and their outfits are stained yellow from the nicotine. So you can see that certain pieces took the staining worse than others. Like this trim here is still white mostly, and then this undershirt here is, or not the shirt, sorry, this undercollar is still pretty white. The socks on Nico are still pretty white. These are, but there's so much yellow going on, and then this outfit is, there's just a really strong smell. So even without the staining, we need to do this. And let me reiterate that these outfits are supposed to be paper white like this. So you can see how different they actually are. So they really, really need some work. So I'm going to be doing that with you guys today. So if you guys ever encounter this issue where it's really strong nicotine staining and odor, hopefully this will help you. I'm warning you now that these dolls have breasts. They are not anatomically correct, but just to be clear. Anyways, I wanted to show you that the staining is actually in the plastic too, and these are Obitsu bodies, so I can replace them fairly easily if I wanted to. I'm just a little worried because you can see how bad the staining is. Their outfits do cover quite a bit of their skin, so I probably can get away with it if the staining doesn't go away. I think I'm gonna have to UV treat these, which I don't have a setup for right now. But yeah, that really bites. But there's Honoka. The hair is perfect, but I'm gonna have to take out the styles because I have to OxiClean scrub the hair down to get the smell out. There's Ellie, and you can see that really intense staining anywhere where the skin was exposed. And there's some light staining from the outfit, but that doesn't bother me. And there's Nico. And the fingertips were really bad too, so I took all the hands off, because these are Obitsu bodies, so they're easy to do that with and put them in there. Each of them came with extra hands though, and I don't think the hands are actually stained. The faces are stained too, which I'm pretty worried about, because the heads actually pop right off. But the heads being stained is concerning, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. So now I'm gonna set up the, I'm gonna flip this over and we're gonna have a nice little pool, and we're gonna do the clothes first. First step is to soak the garment pieces in 50% warm water, 50% vinegar, and the reason for this is that it helps loosen the oils in the stains. I read about this online, I'm not an expert, and be careful with colored things, they might bleed. Hey guys, so this was gonna be a full video, but it ended up not working, but basically, as I said in the video, the dolls are very cigarette stained, and I can't get it out of the plastic, but it's on parts that, like, you know, I think it's going to be cover-upable. It's kind of a shame, but it's not that bad. And I got the smell out. I got the smell out using OxiClean. I soaked them in OxiClean, but not super hot because I didn't want to mess with the gel and stuff in their hair. And then I also used this vinegar mixture, so that's what's soaking in here right now. This stuff isn't stained. I mean, if it is, you can't tell. So I have it soaking in vinegar just to get rid of the smell. And it's working really well. And then if the smell's not gone, I'll go with the OxiClean. So I'm soaking one piece right now just to test because it's an underskirt, and I'm gonna get it out of here. It's boiling, so I can't put my hands in, but I have a before picture that I took where this is the same exact color as this, and look. I fixed it. It's fixed. So, yeah, all I did was I put a ridiculous amount of OxiClean in here, like it overflowed, and then I poured boiling water, and then I just left it to sit in there for about 5 minutes, and looky here. I'm gonna put it back in the vinegar one more time, and I'm gonna do a repeat, because I read that the vinegar loosens the oil, that the nicotine or the tar or whatever, and then there's a stain that needs to be lifted by the OxiClean, and then you put it back in the vinegar to, like, do it again. I don't know. It's so much better, though. Oh my god. So, I'm gonna film really fast to show you the next one. So here's the before, and I'm putting it up against this cup, so you can fully see. Alright. Now I'm gonna put it in here. This one I'm worried about because it has this bow on it, but hey, anything's better than the yellow, sick, like, nicotine stains. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna put the OxiClean in. There's no perfect amount, just whatever you think is gonna work. In my experience, it doesn't work as well unless you have a ton of it. And then I'm pouring this boiling water. I boiled it in a kettle. And then I probably just overfilled it because obviously the OxiClean is going to overflow, but that's why I have them on this elevated surface here. And as you can see, it's going. So I'm gonna leave it to do this, and then I'll come back in a minute. I promise I'm not gonna do anything off camera. It's just gonna sit there. All I did was pull it out off camera because I noticed the water was going a little bit pink and it freaked me out. It doesn't look like the bow has lost any color, and the apron has not turned pink at all, so I'm just going to, next I'm going to soak it again because it's so much better, because again, it was about that yellow before, as you guys saw, and here it is up against the mug. Still not perfect, but so much better. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dump out this water and do a new set of water, and have the bow hanging out, because the bow is not stained. It had a really questionable gross stain on it, but that's gone. I already dealt with that. Alright, so I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm doing it like this now. This piece wasn't stained to begin with because it's a different material, so I'm not worried about that, but the rest of it is soaking. I need to stir it up a little bit, actually. And yeah, I'll show you when I get it out, and I won't have moved it at all next time. Promise. It's gonna look like this. It's been like 4 minutes. I think that's enough time just because it's already soaked and it was already almost done. Oh, it's hot. Ow. Of course. The thing I put in boiling water is hot. Oh my god. It's like it was never stained at all. Wow. Wow. Alright, gonna put it in the vinegar now, and next, I really want to try this one, but I don't have color catchers, so I need to watch this one more closely. We're gonna do the little collars. No, they have the pink on them though. Okay, these can just go in, I think. Sorry, I want to reuse this water because this one, it's not that stained anymore, but it definitely has some yellowing, but you're not going to see an obvious change in this one, but I still really would like to watch it go. Alright. I'm just using the knife to hold it in, by the way. I'm not, and stir it, because I did that so aggressively. Inevitably, some of it's going to be settled on the bottom, not doing its job. Alright, hi friends. So it's a few days later and I wasn't really going to upload this video, but you guys actually really wanted to see it, and I think I filmed enough where it makes a cohesive video, and this is the best case scenario here with the result that I got. I can't believe they turned out this good. There are obviously things that I wish that could improve, but I'm gonna walk you through it. So what you saw in the part that I filmed, which was that I took boiling water and OxiClean and just put the clothing inside, was all I did. I also tried Shout, I tried vinegar, I tried laundry detergent, I tried dish soap, I tried a ton of things, and none of those worked. It's possible they contributed, but I truly think the OxiClean is what did it. And then the OxiClean, truly, I was only doing OxiClean because I know OxiClean helps with the smell, so I was shocked when it actually worked. It's just, the key here is that you have to use boiling water. The one thing that I might have damaged, well, two things. I took some pink out of this. I believe this was pinker before, but maybe it wasn't, because it looks pretty close to this now, but it looks like maybe I faded it a little bit. Not that I really mind. That skirt is remarkably short, by the way. And then this got a little bit weaker, and you can see a point where it, like, I don't know what happened there. But it's like this iron-on bit on top, but it still remained a good piece, so pretty happy with it. I don't think I was able to improve any of the staining on the arms. You can see this is a clean hand and this is the dirty hand. I also was not, dirty arm, clean hand, and you can see that effect here as well. Also these things on the other characters, because this was the outfit that was still in the packaging and wasn't damaged at all. So that's kind of the standard for how white the other outfits are supposed to be. and they came out perfect. I can't believe it, because I really thought, I was in the mindset that I genuinely wasted my money, and I was heartbroken because these were like really grails for me, and I was so excited about them. The smell is almost completely gone. I didn't treat the heads as much as I should have, so the hair still kind of has the smell, but I've found in the past too, the best thing to do is to wash them once or twice and then just leave them out, because they'll air out and lose the smell. And then if the smell continues and it's not like improving, you can wash their hair and continue with the other things. But yeah, I'm overjoyed. I can't believe how easy it was, because I tried so many things before I actually got something to work. Oh, and I will say too that this might not work for you at all, depending on the fabric, because if you look, so these weren't very stained. They had some staining right here that you can see, but that's it. These were super stained, and as you can see, they didn't improve at all, but the cotton, I think it's cotton, maybe it's polyester. This is like a stretchy sheer fabric, and it didn't lose any of the staining. Nothing worked on those, but you can see that these socks weren't stained, so you can see the color they're meant to be. If the result is that I need to make new socks, then that's not really that big of a deal to me, to be 100% honest with you. That sounds pretty easy to me. But yeah, very, very happy with this. Obviously not perfect, but 1,000 times better, and I can't believe they turned out so good, and I'm so happy. And I hope this is helpful for you in some way. This is kind of a specific class of stain, but I could not find any resources about this. I found some people talking about cigarette smell, but never staining. And then I found some articles about nicotine stains specifically, but they were always for like if a little bit gets on your shirt, not an entire piece needs to be completely destained. So I was kind of on my own there, and nothing really, a couple of things maybe mentioned OxiClean, but it was never the thing. So anyways, if you're just dealing with smell, vinegar and OxiClean actually does help, but you don't need to go as hard as me. You don't need to boil the water. You don't need to leave them soaking in the OxiClean very long. If you're going for staining, boiling water and OxiClean was like the tried and true method. If that doesn't work, it might be the type of fabric you have. This is kind of like a broadcloth, so there might be something different there. Also, because she's wearing a different outfit, I'll show you the white undershirt that she was wearing. I can't even tell that it was once gross and yellow. And then her skirt, I don't know. I don't know if it was ever yellowed at all. It's kind of see-through. Maybe back there is a bit yellow, actually. I'm not sure. And then these also don't really have much of a smell left anymore. I did the same thing with these. I didn't do the OxiClean boiling water because they would lose their dye, I feel like. And the fingers were unfixable. That was the one thing. I could not fix the fingers on the hands. And their skin is still stained, but it's not that much of a bother to me. But the hands were unfixable. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps. If you have any kind of suggestions about cleaning dolls, you can leave them in the description, and hopefully they can help somebody. Or if you have questions, I might not be able to answer, but maybe someone can pop into the comments and help you. I'm not sure. Because I'm pretty new at this. I've never tackled a stain on something in my life without... I've fixed, like, carpets before with OxiClean, but I've never gone much further than that because it's just something that I don't have good domestic skills, essentially. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching for all this time. Bye. Oh, also a cameo from this one. So pretty. I went ahead and opened her too. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Okay. Bye.